How would you like to experience the thrill of never being held accountable for your actions? Believe me, such a life is but one small step away.
What point is he trying to make? Why would you offer me that?
The creation of a world is the ultimate scientific experiment. A god's laboratory is the perfect playground. Mortals are found everywhere one looks.
So the condition for entering the new world is to take innocent lives. Could I really bring myself to kill others for my own benefit?
Have you made up your mind?
Your playground is no place for me.
You've grown a lot since we last met. Why don't I lower my requirements a little as a...
I really doubt I could live that sort of life.
And yet you already sound less defiant than a moment ago. The benefits appeal to you because you can read the signs of the time. Why don't we return to my research facility? Your... Now to that question,
Heroes don't attack from behind. Guess I'm no hero.
This is most disappointing. Now then. A new face. Interesting.
You're still gonna call me Hat Guy after that, huh? I didn't see anyone else in there who needed saving. It's nothing. I'll be fine. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it that shocking that I'd come to your rescue? I owed you a favor back in Sumeru. Distracting Dottore was tough. He's not gonna fall for the same trick twice. Ugh. I never wanted to obliterate someone more than I do right now. Dottore doesn't recognize me. But I expect it's only a matter of time before he figures out what I am.
So Dottore doesn't recognize Wanderer because he deleted himself from Erm? Did he really miss his only chance for revenge by saving me?
Why the long face? Hey, I'm not blaming you, and I'm not complaining either. Everyone would be pretty stuck without you.
How are you holding up? Hat Guy said to put safety first, so we agreed.
You don't look injured. It seems that Dottore didn't do anything to you.
All right. Rescue operation complete. There's a lot more work to be done before...
Understood. I don't see what's so awesome about it, though.
I thought you might say that. How's your progress?
Quite promising, actually. Remember how I asked you to look up some files for me? That stuff on the Nazissenkreuz Institute. Alain Guilton despised René's theories and methods.
I thought Alain was like a father to you.
And what would you say if Lenny and his friends one day learned something useful from someone you utterly detest?
I would applaud them for it. That would mean that they have surpassed me.
For all all we know, Elangiltan might have thought the same thing. Once you die, it doesn't matter how great you were in life.
Hey, come on out. They're back.
Huh? You're back? And your head's still screwed on?
What does it look like? Way to keep your composure, madam.
Excuse you. I am perfectly composed.
Glad you're okay. Yes, it's a huge relief.
Worry? Oh, yeah, right. You think we, the Fatui, were worried about you?
We were worried sick.
Hey!
The Traveler and I were already friends. You are free to join.
It's a laugh a minute with you guys.
I must say, I was quite surprised when Mr. Albedo told me he would need no additional aid.
We discussed this on our way back as well. I am rarely so unequivocal, but in this case, we had full confidence in Hat Guy.
He said he knew what he was doing. Albedo and I pretty much had to just wait outside on standby.
You didn't have to mention that.
Well, I'm thoroughly impressed. You are a force to be reckoned with, Hat Guy.
Is he back? Is he really back? Traveler! It's really you! Oh, thank goodness!
You can finally breathe easy, Paimon.
It's great to have you back in one piece! Look at them. You know, once you reach my age, there's nothing better than watching a misty-eyed reunion between friends.
It's nothing. Same goes when you get to my age, too.
Varka, I'm not sure Anefa can cry.
Oh, yeah, good point.
What? Ew, no! No, thank you.
Everyone, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. While I was being held captive, I learned a lot about Dottore's current capabilities, and what he plans to do with them.
The 3 moon goddesses were even more powerful than we imagined.
Utter blasphemy.
While everyone was gone, Nefer and I made an interesting discovery.
Called it. Getting rid of a pesky troublemaker like her is like trying to clean up after a...
Our next step is to find a way to bring her back.
A place where time flows backwards, with no destination in sight.
It sounds like she's on a specific path through time. The question is, where does that path lead?
We considered that question as well.
Indeed not. Every road has an end.
Nicole! You sure loved quietly sneaking in mid-conversation.
I do, in fact. It's something I've always done at our mage's tea party. You wonder what lies at the end of her road. But where Miss Colombina will end up along this road, that depends on where this particular river of reverse time began.
What about the original moons?
All things do. In the beginning, no moons adorned the sky. They were shadows of the planet, born to wield Nibelung's authority and oversee the world on his behalf. But then one day, they disappeared just as suddenly as they had once been brought into being.
Like I thought. No more paths back to reality have emerged since. But how can I be sure that I'm going the right way without scenes from reality to keep me on track? I can't even be sure of how long I've been walking for. The further I travel, the less stable this space becomes. They can just materialize out of thin air.
Please, there's no need. I'm not interested in fighting anymore.
I find that a little difficult to believe.
Yeah, Honestly, so do I. The way you used my own power against me was... It was a brilliant strategy. And then, in the final moment before I was thrown into this space, I got to see an old friend.
Mr. Dainsleif.
Right. It was so long ago now. When I first got here, I was filled with hatred, remorse, and rage. How I cursed and devoured, but to no avail. This is the second time I've entered this space, but this time I survived. It must be partly because of this new body.
Are you the source of the abyssal power in here?
Not all of it. Some is from when I first arrived here, but there was already a degree of abyssal power here before I entered. And like a venomous snake baking in the merciless sun.
Tried to. So, you rejected it?
Yes. Because after that, the world suddenly became silent for a moment.
What do you mean?
The voices in my head. And then, I saw her.
Her?
Thelindis. My former lover.
Never mentioned that she saw a memory of Thelindis leap.
More precisely, I saw her afterimage. I'm sure the real her is long gone. Anyway, why have you come here?
If I hadn't escaped through the moon gate, my friends would have been in far greater danger.
Oh, I see.
What?
You'd like to know how I know, wouldn't you? The one who resurrected me said so. I could hear a deep lust for power in his voice. Dottore. He'd been collecting fragments of my body for a long time. I had no interest in his research. But being as corroded by the abyss as I was, we were aligned as far as hunting the moons and recovering my strength were concerned.
So that's why the Wild Hunt suddenly became so active in Nodcrime.
Moon Goddess? Could I ask a favor of you?
What?
I know this is a lot to ask, especially from someone who tried to kill you, but this is the only thing I desire now.
What do you want?
I'd like you to take a message to Thelindis for me.
Thelindis?
Yes, she's dead. But like I said, I saw her afterimage. I can sense that some part of her soul remains here.
Why don't you go and speak to her yourself?
I can't. I don't know why, but I can't move freely in this space as you can. All I can see is a glimpse of her, walking away. In return, I will clear... No, not in return. Yeah. Why, indeed. I'm tired of it all. I think I grew tired of it long ago.
What do you wish to tell her?
All of it. My past. My mistakes. Everything that happened after we were separated.
Is it okay if I give her the abridged version?
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty you can skip over.
Like the part where you relentlessly tried to kill us?
It's up to you. Love demands honesty. We hid too much from each other.
I will do my best.
There. The abyss will no longer stand in your way.
Even though Mr. Dainsleif felt he had to fight you.
Dane?
He said that you betrayed him. But he also felt great remorse at never having understood what you were truly going through.
Why tell me this?
Because... if he'd known that someone could take a message to you...
Thank you. I know this will sound strange coming from me, but... don't die, Moon.
word. The abyss is no longer obstructing my path. Is that the Lindis? Hello, Miss the Lindis.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
You can call me Colombina. I promised Reverary that I'd bring a message to you.
Reverary? My Reverary? Is he well?
He's doing better than he was.
Better than he was, huh? Sounds like he's had a pretty rough time.
Others have had a rough time on his account too. In many cases, their time ran out because of him. And I'm not just talking about the children of the Crimson Moon.
So, things got worse before they got better.
Are you sure you wish to know?
Yes. This is my opportunity to learn the truth.
I admire your courage. However, time is short. Reverary had seeds of hatred in his heart, and many people nursed them for their own ends. But in the end, he came to regret his mistakes. Beyond that, he did not say specifically what it was he wished to convey to you, but I'm sure that you've always been on his mind.
I'm sorry, Miss Colombina.
It's all right. I understand. Well, that's everything from me. So, I guess I'll be...
Wait. One moment. Time flows backwards here. The road ahead only leads further and further into the past.
I know. I intend to reach the end of that road.
Without a moon marrow, without the 3 moons' power, you won't make it far.
You could say that.
I see. I often think to myself, if life is like a train ride, and it's not just me, it's this whole place, I must seem so ridiculous. I can't answer these basic questions, and yet I jumped right in here without hesitating. Thinking back, I was suddenly overcome with fear and terror in that moment. I used to be a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum in Conria. Reverary was one of the Finster King's retainers. I wanted to help him escape his lot in life. At the time, I thought I could just go back to the day that the Finster King first found the princess. It was only after meeting the princess that the Finster King started going too far with his research into the abyss. I couldn't kill the Finster King himself, so I had to find another way to save Reverary. I'm sure it was a futile endeavor, but I was simply too weak. Like a speck of dust against the whole universe. I know I'm never getting out of here.
How do you plan to help me?
Have you noticed the golden energy that exists here? Based on my past research and my observations since coming here, I believe they carry you forward faster. I can share what I've learned and help you understand the pattern in which this energy appears. I think you just might... Now, I know you will be able to change the path. Also, I've been speculating about where this space ends. The documentation was scanned, but from what I know of the legends about the moons, I have no way of verifying any of it by this point.
Understood. Thank you, Miss Thelindis.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. About Reverary, I'm so sorry. For everything.
It wasn't your fault.
That's not true. Because we both feared bringing trouble upon each other. But enough about that. I wish you a safe journey, Miss Colombina. And may the outside world never have to experience pain like this. Reverary, you're there, aren't you? I cannot see you, because you exist in the future. But please, gaze upon the past, and then sit for a while. Let's find a place to sit down together, just like we did when we first met.
until I reach the end. Is there even an end to be found? Everything's getting blurry. Are you all right, little sister? Have you come from the distant future?
So, how exactly did the moons just disappear?
The world is a vast and ancient place. On a certain scale, all life lasts for but a fleeting moment.
Miss Nicole explained that the moon goddesses likely perished in the War of Funerary Flame.
Am I missing something then? 'Cause this... You're right!
Why do their birthplaces differ? What's the difference between the two generations of moon gods?
Also, remember what Sandrone said? Her scans detected 4 moons.
Technically, the result of the scan means that 4 moon marrows were detected. In other words, this piece of information alone isn't enough for us to know how Miss Colombina is doing right.
Yup. We have no way of staying up to date on whether she's dead or alive. But at least she's trying her best to get back to us. Yeah. She's a tough cookie. And a sore loser, too. As much as it pains me to say it, we've got no chance of beating Dottore in a straight-up... That maniac is going to devour everything in his path until he reaches us. I'll be frank. Our only hope of defeating this false god is with a real moon goddess on our side. And I know that even she was no match for him when he attacked, but...
We're not giving up on saving her. Whether she can...
Right. Don't worry, Miss Sandrone. We're all aligned on saving Colombina.
No one's trying to argue that we can only justify saving our friend because it will help save the world.
So...
Absolutely.
Duh! She's part of the gang! And you are too, you know. Yes, I know. Anyway, as for how we get Colombina back, I've been working on it constantly. But I think I'm still lacking certain information about them. I'd probably get there if I could continue my calculations, but the computing power? You mean you need more energy? No, the issue isn't energy, it's process.
That's a tricky...
René de Petrichor of the Nazissenkreuz Ordo once foretold the fate of the world. However, that won't work for me. His methodology was vastly different from my own. Ugh, this is so annoying. If I... what do we do then? How about we... you don't get it, do you? And I need accurate results, not big profit. Anyway, time to shelve the discussion on technical difficulties. Being a killjoy isn't very ladylike after all.
Either way, we've done what we can. Rest well, everyone. Remember to let us know if anything new comes up.
Hat guy? Is he hinting that we should talk outside?
Let's go somewhere a little more private. You know that Dory went back to Sumeru, right?
Yeah, she mentioned she was planning to head back.
Things aren't looking good for Notcry. She's gone to spread the word so that Sumeru has a chance to prepare for the worst. From what I know of Dottore, there are 2 possible reasons why he hasn't made a move yet. One is that he's still working through some kinks in his new powers. The other is, he wants to see how we're going to react. He'll easily devour everything eventually. So I guess he's in no rush to make it happen. The first false god he made was me. Now it's his turn. He once told me that becoming a god was like turning yourself into a hungry wolf or giant serpent to devour the moon. He's always wanted to get his greedy hands on divine authority in the desert of Sumeru. There is a chessboard built by King Deshret, also known as Al-Ahmar. I don't know if it was a real game, or if he was just trying to challenge his servants but creating games and setting rules. Gods do that as a matter of course. Now he has the Triunar Authority. His power is leagues beyond the common people. I don't think there's any point in other nations rushing to the front line. They're better off focusing on defense and hoping they can fend off any threats that spill out from Nodcry. Either way, Dory will inform Lesser. The Seven will have some recourse available. If nothing else, their protection should keep the rest of the world from descending into chaos. So on the bright side, even if Nodcry is doomed...
That's good to know. But I'm not ready to give up on Nodcry.
There's a word for people who refuse to let anything go.
Maybe it sounds greedy to you. Battles are fleeting, but the will to fight is a long-term commitment.
Why do you always feel the need to do the right thing? I mean, who's gonna criticize you if you fail?
Don't take this the wrong way, but Dottore said something similar to me.
Not necessarily. It's less about belief for me. I just want to know how determined you really are.
You look kind of...
If your arch-nemesis was about to achieve their ultimate goal, I think you might feel a little worried too.
That's true. Still, you're calmer than I expected.
Obviously, I have to admit that my past self was a reckless fool, and as much as I want my vengeance, I know I'm not gonna get it by acting alone. Too bad it never taught me any other virtues, though. So, I am going to destroy Dottore.
So, what's your plan?
I'll get to that. First, tell me, what do you think of Sandrone?
Just like Paimon said, she's a friend.
How much do you trust her? This is a serious question. Think carefully before you answer.
Although she's with the Fatui, she has her own values, and she's helped us a lot. If not, I see no reason not to trust her.
If you say so. In that case, the three of us need to talk. It can be solved, but it will come with a cost.
How much? If I can afford it.
Sometimes your heroism really backs me into a corner. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Miss Sandrone, Traveler.
Hey there.
Paimon's here too! She was just helping them sort through their things. That was fast.
Well, you said it was urgent.
Albedo, I have some alchemy questions for you.
I see. Looks like my knowledge proved useful after all. If I might ask, what is the end goal for the modified formula you'll be using?
I needed to predict the future of the entire world.
I see. I'll have a look at it.
About that, that's been sorted.
Oh, with the Traveler's help?
Actually, you're not wrong. He found the person with the solution.
Was it Hat Guy?
Yeah, it was him.
Wow! Go Hat Guy! Seems like all that time studying at the Academia is paying off big time.
But where is he?
Come with me.
Hat Guy? What's happened to him?
Hat Guy! Can you hear us? No response. I guess he's in hibernation.
Hat Guy mentioned that he was a puppet. I presume this has something to do with the solution to your computing problem.
That's right. He and the Traveler came to see me. Wait, what? You have a solution?
Would you calm down? Why do you always react so hysterically to everything?
Excuse me? How would you know?
Oh, please. It doesn't take that long to figure out that you have a temper.
Where does a mere student get that kind of confidence?
I've actually published more papers than you. Not that status counts for much. Even Paimon's applied for academia admission.
Huh? Are you serious?
See? This is why I can't be bothered to explain myself.
Okay, fine. I'll hear you out. So, tell—
This world itself is constantly processing all kinds of information.
Easier said than done. Only Irminsul can handle that kind of— Wait, is that what you're suggesting?
You should be able to tell that I'm not human.
Yeah, I noticed. The technology, though, seems pretty ancient.
Conrian, to be precise. I'm what they would have called a puppet. Puppets need an energy source and processing power.
You? Do you mean—
The Traveler and I have talked it over. He's willing to vouch for you. It was built using wood from a silver white tree, which makes it a small part of Irminsul.
Conrian technology and Irminsul wood? Who in the world could have built you? Are you sure about this?
I can put two and two together, yes.
I won't lie to you. This has never been done before.
Doesn't matter. I'm prepared for the worst.
Did you two actually talk this through?
Yes, we discussed it. Let's give it a shot, shall we?
Honestly, I have no clue where this kid even came from. I'm very close to finishing my calculations now, and this is what the core looks like.
A silver white branch.
Is Hat Guy gonna be okay?
He's not gonna die, right? In theory, he should be fine. Beyond that, all I can say is that I'll try my best to avoid risk and make sure the core doesn't sustain any damage.
I think I know why you called us here now.
Correct. He said that the only ones he trusts here are you two.
He will have our undivided attention.
Aww. On a more positive note, things are progressing steadily on my end.
The worst case scenario with the core removal is either a system reset or a total loss of function. A core is completely different from a but in the end, it turns out the core was more useful to— Do you think there's any difference between a puppet and a human? I have already experienced both a past life and a next life. Part of me wonders whether I'm only capable of making this decision because I've become a real human. What's—
Sandrone will succeed, won't she?
She will. We all have to persevere until this is over.
That's right.
Who are you? Call me Sonnet. You have the same power as Canon. Sonnet. So, you're the goddess of the iridescent moon? Oh, goodness! You recognize me? Well then, what's your name? Colombina. Colombina Hyposelenia. Hyposelenia? What a lovely name. Did you choose it yourself? It was a joint effort between me and my friends. Friends? You mean your friends in the heavens? Huh? Oh, sorry. You must be exhausted. I apologize. Do you mean the other two moon goddesses? Arya and Canon? Wow, you sure know a lot. Hey, does that mean that our story goes on into the future? Oh, I guess that wasn't the best question to ask. It's alright. We were prepared for that possibility. You could say we were too prepared. I can't even remember how long my sisters and I have been here by this point. When did you get here? How long has it been? I can't say for sure, but it feels like it's been forever. I see. Are you feeling alright? You look a little unwell. I can hold out a while longer. We don't have far to go.
place where my sisters and I are based is just up ahead. Don't worry, they're both really nice. I'll introduce you. Sisters! I'm back! And look who I've brought with me! It's our lovely little sister, born in the far future.
The pleasure is all mine.
Allow me to introduce you to Colombina Hyposelenia. This is Arya, the goddess of the eternal moon. And this is Canon, goddess of the frost moon.
Hello, Colombina. I apologize for our startled reaction just now. And please, forgive our little sister if she's been annoying you.
It's fine.
You seem shy. Don't worry, Colombina Hyposelenia. No one can hurt you here.
Could you tell me where here is? Please. I must know.
My dear sister, this is where Teyvat's original ruler, the Dragon King Nibelung, imprisoned the moon goddesses.
What?
You're scaring her, Canon.
No, I'm fine. Please, continue.
Nibelung, our original master, created us in the distant past to maintain Teyvat.
But he left this world and traveled into the dark universe beyond.
Day and night, we fulfilled our duty in the heavens, until the day that the first descender arrived.
The great ruler of the firmament.
The heavenly principles.
Is that what later generations call them? We coexisted in peace. They were like a guest in our home.
Slowly, however, we came to realize that our guest had a growing desire to change and dominate the world.
And you didn't
No. There was an order to the rules they set up that Nibelung never taught us. We wanted to know if this order would bode good or ill for Teyvat. All right. Canon and I wanted to know. Sonnet was against it from the outset.
Later, we discovered that this great ruler of the firmament bore an almost paranoid hostility toward the desire of certain life forms they would even cast down celestial nails as manifestations of their power to punish the civilizations of the world below.
Only this was
right. Their rules brought order, but the price people paid for merely testing the limits of those rules was far too great. I did everything in my power to help the punished escape catastrophe.
The ancestors of the Frost Moon Scions were some of the ones you helped.
But just when we had decided to take countermeasures...
And so began the War of Funerary Flame.
So, that's the name the world gave that war in the future.
Well, who won in the end?
As far as I know, the Heavenly Principles won, although it came at a great cost. They remained in Teyvat, where they continue to rule to this day, and the world's original master, the Dragon King Nibelung, was destroyed.
And what of the moons? Are there still 3 moons in Teyvat's sky?
You can tell us the truth, Colombina.
Only the Frost Moon remains. But it has been cast beyond the false firmament by the Heavenly Principles. The eternal and iridescent moons were both shattered during the war.
So death finally came for us in the end.
Sonnet.
But you're still here, aren't you?
A moon goddess cannot live without her moon, Colombina.
She's right. That's why I began to disappear.
Our souls may endure within this lunar palace, but if our moons are destroyed...
then we shall disappear the moment we depart from it. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize to us, dear sister. If anything, we owe the world an apology. If only we'd decided to act sooner.
All the more reason not to spend this time in regret and repentance. Instead, we should focus our efforts on how we might help our future sister.
Sorry?
Don't you see, Colombina, your story is not yet over. Is that not why you are here?
It's done. Initiate numerological array. Continue running primary process. Calculate the world's fate through extrapolation. Secondary process, scan for moons. Still 4. The number of moon marrows hasn't changed. Wait, let me think. Is it possible that there's something I've been misunderstanding about the moons all along? Variables. Variables in the world. I know where potential variables within the world come from. So what about the moons? Like their life or death, for instance. What if being alive or dead makes no difference to a moon? But that's so strange. Even immortal gods can die. Why would the moons alone be... Wait! I've got it! If alive or dead is considered a variable, we might have had this wrong the whole time. No one ever said that a moon marrow equals a living moon. Initiate secondary process. Scan again. This time filtering out interfering perimeter. Moon marrow. Why? It says 3 moons still exist in Teyvat, even after excluding the moon marrows. But we know for a fact that 2 of them are dead. Redo the scan. Narrow the results to living moons and real moons. No, scrap that. Narrow it down to moons that have lunar authority and remain alive. Why? Why is it still 3? What is this, Colombina? Has the world lied to us? Or are you the one pulling the wool over our eyes?
So, you think that the moon's reflection might be where Nibelung imprisoned the 3 Moon Sister?
Yes, it would explain a lot, such as why that space would respond to a moon goddess's power. It would also explain why Miss Colombina has been unable to leave.
In the messages she sent, Colombina promised us she'd find a way to return.
The fact that she still has yet to reappear in this world indicates that returning from that place is no easy feat.
So you're saying, if she could return by her own power alone?
Yes. She certainly wouldn't leave it to this late stage when it's so touch and go. I've been giving this some thought, and I've come to believe that Luanatar might be an anchor that she left behind. This could also explain why Luanatar is always by the traveler's side.
Sounds like a plausible theory. The question is, what could they be?
Hello? Listen up! This is extremely important! Not only is Colombina alive, but she may well exist in a form unimaginable to us. I'm still unclear on the details.
Truly amazing. Oh, I'm so delighted for her.
I'm sure we all feel the same.
I'll keep my calculations going and try to find some way of coordinating with her.
How can the dead moon still live? And Luanatar?
It's hard to believe that's what will happen in the distant future.
Our authority is linked to the most fundamental rules of Teyvat.
I didn't realize that when you said friends, you meant people who live down in Teyvat. Have you ever tried leaving this prison? Of course. Between us, we've tried everything.
It's like the center of a whirlpool.
In that case, have you tried using any of those pathways that connect this space to the real world? Sorry? What are those? They're passages through which you can make small-scale changes to reality by using Kuvaki. Or am I the only one who can use those passages?
Kuvaki. What is that?
You don't know? It's a unique kind of elemental energy found only in Nodcry.
Oh. Well, it's true that the moons first rose up from the part of Teyvat you say is called Nodcry, but there is no difference in the elemental energy between there and anywhere else.
What? Could you show us some of this Kuvaki hyposelenia? Okay.
Isn't that just your power?
What? But it's everywhere in Nodcry. In the air, in the land. Even the creatures who live there have adapted to its influence.
How curious. This Kuvaki certainly did not exist anywhere in the world before we were imprisoned.
Let alone influence living creatures. This is so strange. Why would their reality differ so much from mine?
Colombina, you're looking for more than just a way out of here, aren't you?
Yes. If I am to help my friends, I will need Triunar Authority on par with that of our foe. You mean you'll need our power?
This sounds extremely risky. The Three Moons' powers are not mutually compatible. Concentrating them into one goddess would be a very painful process.
I know. But I'm willing to take that risk.
Even so, let's say we successfully transfer our authority to you. Nibelung constructed this realm specifically to prevent no moon goddess can leave this place alive.
What if I don't leave alive?
Where do we even start? How are we supposed to figure out what we're meant to do to help Colombina?
Colombina? What do you need from us?
If she really got to the beginning of time in there, how do you think she'd leave us a message? You don't think she'd write it down on a stone tablet somewhere in the hopes that we'd find it, do you?
Seems Colombina may not talk a lot, but she thinks deeply about issues like this.
Let's review what we know. This is the Colombina who fought alongside us against the Reikir of Solnari. She knows our personalities, so if she wanted to tell us something from a long, long time ago... Oh. Traveler, you once said that those golden ripples also appeared when Luanatar was born. What if Colombina left Luanatar here, not just as an anchor to the real world, but for some other purpose? If she is part of Colombina, and Colombina knows that I can see past events through her...
Oh yeah! Like when you peeked into Rarer's past through his...
Nefer, wait! If you're right about this, and you can really see past events through Luanatar, your eyes, they'll...
Oh, I know. Looking at Rerir's past in Conria was already enough of a strain on my eyes. It'll surely blind me. But it's our only chance.
Boss.
We spoke about this once, a long time ago. Do you remember what I said, Yehoda?
But...
What's wrong? I'd be overjoyed if I were you. This day's come a lot earlier than either of us expected. I need to know you'll honor our agreement, Yehoda.
Yes, Boss Neff.
Are you sure you don't want some time to think this through?
What is there to think through? I should have gone blind after our battle with Rerir.
Then at least let me take some precautions on your behalf. And if you really do lose your sight, I'll...
Oh, please, anything but that.
As if I could ever scare you.
All right, enough chit-chat.
All done.
Good. Now give me some space. Come on then, little one. Show me what happened in the past.
Between the Triunar Authority, Kuvaki, and the soul-surviving moon, I think I might know how to get back. Time to go talk it over with them.
Have you decided what to do? I hope it's not too dangerous. You really scared me when you said that thing about not leaving here alive. Come on, let's go find the other two.
It seems you have reached a decision. I'm all ears. What do you propose?
Have you figured it out, Colombina? Tell us. How do you plan to leave this place?
I intend to die here, in this moment.
What? What are you saying? How can the dead be reborn? And how will you inform these future friends of your plans? You can't exactly leave oracles. Nothing can escape this place. And even if you found a way, what if they never find the message you left for them?
No.
Come again?
They will find my message.
I'm not following. How exactly will you achieve that?
It's quite simple, really. First, I will leave my soul here.
I see it.
Your soul? You mean your divinity?
Yes. I once left a portion of my soul in the future. One so small that this prison barely noticed anything. In this very moment, she can resonate with my soul across time. When the time comes, I believe that she can serve as an anchor to pull my soul from here back to the future reality.
Just as gravity connects the world to the moon.
Exactly. In the future, where I came from, in a similar way, I can feel a connection to the soul fragment I left behind even now.
But how do you just leave your soul here? Is that even possible?
On my way here, I met an ordinary mortal who entered. Her body is long gone, but her soul remained. And before that, I encountered an old enemy whose entire soul survives here intact.
So, perhaps this space is specifically designed to imprison divinity and a...
Still, even if your body can escape, would it not just be a lifeless husk without the soul inside? Wait, is that what you meant when you said you wouldn't leave alive?
Yes. I shall turn my body into moonlight and pour it over Nodcry. That power shall protect the land and quietly blend into it, awaiting my soul's return in the future. However, I cannot do this on my strength alone. I would need your help to do this.
Oh, dear sister, you need not be so formal. As I said before, we are but remnants of a bygone age. You, on the other hand, were born alone in that distant future, and you have walked a long and lonesome road since then. Don't forget, we are your sisters, your family.
Arya's right. Actually, I've always wanted a little sister. Now, I finally get to be the big sis.
Sonnet.
Canon?
I'm sorry. I know this is a bold request. The Frost Moon is rightfully yours, and it remains intact.
Oh, no, please, Don't misunderstand me, Colombina. I was just thinking back on the years that the three of us once spent together. You cannot imagine how happy I am to hear of the future world you describe. For the three of us, whose purpose in life was to maintain the peace in Teyvat, if your plan can save them, and save Not Cry, I will gladly give you all that I can. Besides, the three of us have been together since the day we were born. I could never abandon them to live on alone without them.
Canon.
Still, I do have one question I would like to ask you before we proceed.
Certainly.
Why do you cover your eyes?
Yeah, I was curious about that too. But it seemed personal, so I didn't want to intrude. There was a time when I refused to look upon the world. I believed it was full of nothing but lies and falsehoods. I wished to hide my feelings, seal my heart, until I could return to my true home.
I see. Perhaps that decision saved you from ever having to see the false sky again. Promise me this, Colombina. When you return to the future, open your eyes. I'm sure that you know this already, given that you long to return. But that... Give me your hand, Colombina. Arya, Sonnet, you too.
Okay.
All right.
We once were the songs sung for eternity.
We once were the tides in the great river of time.
We were the messengers of madness and inspiration.
We are souls awaiting the sun.
Is it done?
Yes. We have transferred the authority over all three moons to Colombina Hyposelenia. From this moment on, she is the Trilune Goddess, the one and only moon goddess of this world.
Thank you. Thank you, my sisters.
Now go, and do what you believe is right, Colombina Hyposelenia.
Be aware that we cannot grant you the power of the three moons beyond these prison walls.
I understand. Sisters! Oh, my body. It feels...
Now that we have given up our power and authority, our bodies are merely mortal shells. This prison is dissolving them as we speak.
It's okay, Sonnet. The end must come for every god.
We have one final request, Colombina. Could you use the three moons' power to send us back into the real world? Now that we have lost our powers, I doubt this space will seek to hold us further. It's just... we would like to spend our final moments together in the only place we ever called home.
Of course. Gladly. Sonnet. You don't... I wish I could tell her not to give in to the abyss. Not to be afraid. Don't forget. I'm so glad to have a big sister like you. No, Hypo... Thank you. I'm okay. I'm not afraid. It looks like this is goodbye, sisters.
Goodbye, Colombina.
Take care of this world in our stead.
I will. And now, it's time for me to bid farewell to my body, too. May it become the moonlight that keeps Nodcry company through the long years ahead. So this is why Nodcry was not always home to Kuvaki. It only appeared after I poured my body out upon this land. And Kuvaki responds to me because it is me. And the golden energy I've encountered on my way here was, in fact, that very soul. O power Trilune, eternal moonlight. I, Colombina Hyposelenia, lay aside my body. Let it be cast into the dark night to illuminate the future. May it be a companion to all who dwell beneath the moon. Until the time comes for me to return home.
Were we even allowed to see that? Can you still see? How many fingers am I holding up?
I see 2 fingers.
Truly astounding, Miss Nefer. Your eyes have glimpsed the very ends of the world. Or is the credit for this miracle due to Miss Lauma?
Surely you jest, Mr. Flynn. I suspect we have Colombina to thank. She must have realized the immense toll that the ritual would take. There is always a great price to pay for witnessing the truth.
She chose the perfect method of getting a message to us. Despite being separated by time and space,
We still don't even know if she's okay right now.
I'll get you back somehow, Colombina.
Well, based on the information we now have, let's figure out our next move.
Thanks to these gentlemen, we have a much clearer picture of the situation with Dottore. The civilian population has been moved to safety.
Miss Sandrone, how are the
So far, so good. I'll keep seeing how far I can push the system, though.
There's still a long road ahead.
Our plan is clear. Time is short, so let's get moving.
There's just never enough time, is there? Time! All right! We'll do our part, too.
Yeah.
Albedo's theory says that elemental energy can dilute the light realm's power, but I'm no expert in building elemental defenses. Sounds like something out of the advanced elemental theory section of the library. Whew.
You seem quite troubled.
Well, yeah. I mean, who doesn't get a little flustered when they're completely out of their depth?
You were the very picture of confidence back when you approached the Hexen Circle.
Yeah, I could have been faking it through that whole meeting for all you know. Who's to say I'm not just a...
Oh gosh, really? I'm so sorry, I had no idea.
Still, I was much more in my comfort zone than I am here. Things have never looked bleaker than they do now.
Oh, you think so? Actually, yes. Yes, it probably is. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Teyvat has faced annihilation many times in the past.
Hey, don't give me that.
I disagree. Every human born in this world is special. We angels have always believed that.
In that case, this humble human being has a big favor to ask of you.
I thought you might say that.
I'm sure Alice, in her great wisdom, sent you here precisely to help us in this difficult time, yeah?
Well, that has less to do with her wisdom.
Of course. Well, the thing is, these elemental defenses we're about to build, Durin's findings from his patrols make it clear that Dottore is constantly expanding his territory. It's not realistic to completely stop him encroaching on the rest of Nocrai. If Miss Sandrone's calculations are correct, well, they're the closest thing to certainty we have in this situation. Anyway, her calculations suggest that our best hope for victory lies in Miss Colombina's return. It's up to us to slow Dottore's advance and buy time for her to make a return.
Are you asking me to help you with building?
No. I'd like you to prepare for what comes next. When he eventually reaches us, we will have to fight him.
Oh. Can I take it that you're triggering the terms you fought for during our three-way talks?
Well, technically those terms were about protecting Mondstadt.
You're cashing in on this much sooner than I'd imagined.
Well, yeah. The way things are going, I might not get another chance.
Very well. The mages have heard the knight's plea. To tell the truth, Alice and I had already discussed how we might help you all.
This is... wow.
It's been many long years since I had a chance to dazzle humanity with a little divine intervention. Anyway, Knight of Boreas, please go now. May the angel's blessing deliver you safely to your destination.
You're here. Sandrone! How are things going? Glad you asked. Hey! Whatever. Come, feast your eyes on this.
Wow! We've never seen something like this before.
This meter displays the progress of my formula. Once it's finished running, I'll deliver it right to your side.
What do you mean, deliver it?
You're such a greenhorn. Whatever. We'll be here all day if I start trying to explain it. I'll share the data with you. Nicole's agreed to let me use her information channel. There. Now you can check in on my progress.
Wow! Look at that!
About time you recognized my genius. Anyway, that's all for me. You should check on the others if you have time. That might sound harsh to you, but close supervision is a common practice in a Fatui. I'm kinda stuck here while the formula's running.
Yes, Miss Moonchanter? What are you staring at?
You always address me in the strangest ways. Lady Moonchanter 1 minute, Miss Moonchanter the next.
Yes, and? Are either of those incorrect?
Not as such. It's just that I simply call you Nefer nowadays.
Uh-huh. That's my name. What's your point?
The point is I don't add any honorifics or titles.
Meaning what?
That maybe we're on friendlier terms now than we used to be.
Is that how you see it? And I thought I was the one with eye damage.
Never! Wilma!
Paimon, traveler.
Just swinging by to check in on you.
Don't worry about me. I won't slow us down.
And I give my all to ensure our victory. Ah, yes. Allow me to give you two a quick checkup. All done. You're both in good shape.
You're welcome. You'll have your work cut out for you in this battle against Dottore.
Paimon will keep an eye on him, don't you?
I'm glad to hear it. Take good care of yourself, too, Paimon.
Sure thing.
Traveler, Paimon.
Flans!
Fairly well, if I do say so myself.
Ooh, you sound much more serious than usual.
To be honest, I am not usually fond of exercising my full strength. I am conserving my strength until the moment of battle is upon us.
Seeing you get into the zone like this really puts Paimon at ease.
I consider it an honor to have your trust. Rest well. I look forward to seeing you both in your element during the battle.
Thankfully, Miss Nicole has come to our aid. Nasha Town is now looking very well defended.
Golden Flame. Yes, that's Nicole's power, all right. Based on the latest message from Grandmaster Varka. It sounds like they've reached an agreement. The situation should be more stable with her assistance.
Albedo! Durin!
Hello there, you two.
Are you well rested?
That's good to hear. As per the plan, Albedo and I will be in charge of Nasha Town. As Dottore's energy field expands, it's creeping ever closer in that direction.
We fought side by side many times before, and always with great success. I believe this time will be no different.
Here they come. As we expected.
Get ready, everyone! Take your positions, and prepare to engage.
Let's begin.
I'm at the ready.
Waste of time!
Yours
Plan.
go! Water jet time! Six bombs away!
The long sleep beckons. Another one? You're too dark.
It's by the frost moon of old, you poor lost lamb. These creatures cannot stand against us.
Oh, fighting talk. Just don't let your guard down.
That goes without saying. I'm hardly the risk taker in this group.
Excuse me?
The mystery unravels. No more lies. For the everlasting forest. Forest, protect us. Can't hide the truth. Seek within. By the frost moon of old, leave this place. No more lies. It all adds up.
Moment of birth. Live! The story has only just begun! That was easier than I thought.
Naturally.
What do you mean? Is it because...
The night cometh. Observe.
Take too long. The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth.
Water jet!
People have always used fire to drive away wild beasts.
Wouldn't a lantern work just as well?
You read my mind, my dear friend. I was just about to say that.
All right then, dear friend. Bring the light!
The long sleep beckons. Be silent. Close your eyes.
Yeah.
You're looking well. I trust you've had a good couple of days.
Dottore.
It's actually a good thing, in my view. And so, I must thank you all for your resilience. We are no longer on the same level. And in any case, it is only right that before I end your life, the experiment begins. With the marrow of the 3 moons in my hand, behold the false moons fall!
Observe. Be silent.
Be shackled!
Observe.
Can't hide the truth.
The night cometh.
Mom's away!
Pathetic.
Seek within. No more lies. With one heart, we pray. Forest, protect us.
Close your eyes.
Good. Keep it up. I'm still collecting.
Fear the dark.
First, like an ant in my palm.
Oh. I've been moved inside another space. And it's sealed off. Looking at the structure of it, it seems like Dottore intends to trap us here. There's no exit. Our endurance is about to be put to the test.
Leave this place.
Did you honestly think
Can't hide the truth. For the everlasting forest.
You cannot face me.
It all adds up. No more lies.
Tell me, where will you try scurrying off to next?
Looks like Dottore has opted for a divide and conquer strategy. But we will not allow him to triumph. Now, I shall pray for our victory.
Entry bends to me.
Go! Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
You cannot face me.
Absurd. Can't hide the truth.
Go! Moon's remnants fall. Did you honestly think that
It all adds up. No more lies. It all adds up. The deception ends here.
You cannot face me.
Shame.
Leaving be annihilated. That which cannot stand against me.
What's this supposed to be? A knockoff version of the space Colombina got trapped in? There really is no way out. We'll see about that, Dottore.
My apologies. I had not intended to take your teammates from you. You have a choice. I can release them. An excellent deal, if you ask me. Won't you consider it?
Go! Wipe out! Go!
I'm aware you've been working on some little tricks to surprise me with. My guess would be that you're trying to bring Colombina back. I always found their friendship to be a curious phenomenon. Speaking of Colombina, I once saw her as like a younger sister. But then one day she suddenly decided she would refuse to take part in any further experiment. It's such a pity. I could have had a sister.
You're not fit to be family to her.
That I can't deny. So many people, all obsessed with playing out the same tired old drama. And then there's you. You had every opportunity to reach the right conclusion. But I maintain that I approached you in good faith. So, I will offer you another chance. Will you work with me? You have until I count to 10 to make your choice. 1, 2, 3...
Not in a million years.
Sandrone, what a pleasant surprise.
You're as sick and twisted as ever.
Sandrone? But the formula hasn't finished running yet.
Funnily enough, I was just discussing a collaboration opportunity with the Traveler.
Gone to waste?
I said that everyone would get one chance.
And what makes you think I believe a word that comes out of your...
I was planning on disposing of your little formula after wrapping up more urgent business here. Is this your life's work? this piece of trash. Your formula runs too slowly, Sandrone. You put your hope for success on others instead of fighting dirty. That is why you have failed. Now, whom should I slay first? Any volunteers? No one? How nice of you to leave the decision to me. Oh, how unexpected. Sandrone. Any last words for me, comrade?
Is there anything you wish for?
Not really. But I've always known what I don't want. Go to hell, Dottore.
No!
And now, you have failed.
Sandrone!
Now you see how fragile mechanical contraptions are. Just a gentle tap, and they fall to pieces. However keen of an inventor Sandrone may have been, her death spells the end of the... Of course, I have to commend her for making it this far. Now, it is time for you to take your place by my side. My count was interrupted, but the second chance I extended to you still stands. By now, I'm sure you have gained a greater appreciation for the power and authority I wield. Not in the mood to talk? I'll change the topic to something more apropos. Objectively speaking, she had her strengths. It is remarkable how she extracted and even optimized the world formula from so much data. But her inability to trust was her undoing. But regrettably, she was a stubborn fool.
Dottore. Maybe this is news to you, but people can change. You can twist the truth however you want, but I see it clear as day.
Is that how... By this point, what can you hope to do about it? It is pointless to fight on. You've already lost.
Wrong. You can't win this, Dottore.
What?
My formula can get us 90% of the way. It will connect you to Colombina. Then, I will bring the formula's output to the Traveler's side. For the last 10%, do whatever it takes. Just bring the moon down.
The moon will never be yours!
I turn my body into moonlight and pour it over Nodcry. My soul, I leave here to inform my future friends. Lastly, I will hide the Triunar Authority within the Frost Moon. And when my body, soul, and authority are reunited, finally...
Colombina!
It's been too long. I'm back. Stay focused on the battle, Traveler.
What a touching reunion. Though I personally find myself repulsed by the sight of weaklings huddled together for war. Now, quite finished patting yourselves on the back. Show me how long you can struggle before you drown.
Watch out, Colombina!
I know. Wait for the right moment. We'll strike together.
Go!
Moon's remnants fall! And here I thought you'd duck out down.
Go! Wipe out!
Enough!
Go!
First, like an ant in my palm.
Shines upon you.
I am growing weird.
It's over, Dottore! Time to pay for your heinous crimes!
No longer must the world cower in the cold night.
Future is not yours to command.
Let the moonlight dispel the darkness. Everlasting as the moon.
So you'd rather wallow in this rotten, decaying world? Shaped the new world. Only willfully blind. How can you be so satisfied with your fate?
was never about fate. It's about friends, family, and the home you stole from them.
So dull. Only the weak rely on each other for comfort. You shall see. Once I transcend fate, you will be nothing but fodder for my grand experiment!
That will never happen. No, this world is our home.
Doing it wrong.
What are you trying, children?
The new moon, Mom! It looks different than before, doesn't it? Also... Can I go buy a sugar sculpture today?
All right. I suppose today is a special day after all.
Extra, extra! Get the post-disaster report! Nasha Town reborn beneath a new moon. The voyage begins today.
I knew things would be different.
They say a new moon goddess has been born.
A new moon goddess? Who's saying that?
I guess so. I'm not too clued up on the details. Hey, since we've come all this way,
Are you a convert now?
Oh, come on. What does it matter?
Come on! We gotta get there early!
Shh, keep it down. This is... Why is it so noisy outside? It's okay. What about you? Still winding down from everything that's happened? Okay, if you say so. What we just went through was... Luanatar disappeared after Colombina came back. Still, Paimon kind of misses Luanatar somehow. Anyway, you did great, so chin up, Traveler. Hey, don't poke fun. Paimon didn't think you'd mention it. You have no idea how anxious Paimon was. Well, if you really want to show Paimon you're sorry... Okay. Paimon's full now. Huh?
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon! Good morning!
Morning, Yehuda! Here for the...
Oh, I've already eaten. Careful there, Paimon!
Yeah, she'd probably be saying that to Aino.
True. You know, I'm surprised that all these competing groups are actually coming together to...
Well, nothing like a region-wide calamity to...
Try telling Boss Neff that. She's not exactly
Really? But if she's so pessimistic about it, why'd she agree to be the Curatorium's representative in the...
Probably 'cause... Even though unity sounds like a pretty far-fetched idea, I think things will work out, though.
Paimon's with you on that one.
All right. everyone. Life's slowly returning back to normal. Were you about to head out?
Yeah, we were gonna take a stroll around the square and say hi to some friends for...
Sounds good. See you later then.
Please accept today's boon. Have a nice...
Are Paimon's eyes deceiving her, or...
Hello there. Would you like a feast of the moon?
So, what's new, Anefa? And I know too? What are you talking about, Paimon?
In the wake of the disaster, it's all hands on deck. At times like these, the smallest good deed can inspire others and help them through the hard...
And we're using eggs and heating tubes to make that... Anefa! Did you hear that?
That's because it's true, I know. Proposal. If you can resist eating today's dessert...
No way. Well, that proposal got shot down quickly. I need something to get me through the hard times too, you...
Mom! Yes, dear.
Excuse me. Could I take a photo with the robot lady? She helped us get safely out of Notcry.
Of course she is.
But you stole my snacks, though.
Oops.
Shall we move to the open space near the center?
Thank you!
Aren't you the better pick for this job, Flint?
You underestimate yourself yet again.
Not at all. I rarely come by Nasha Town.
All in good time. Socializing is a step-by-step journey.
But you're much further ahead on that road, aren't you?
You're not seeing the full picture. There is no question about it.
You say it like you wouldn't make the cut.
I am most flattered that you think I would. Sigh a little less, Master. That is precisely why Starshin and Nikita felt safe delegate.
I'm sure we all also agree that we would sooner die of dehydration.
My apologies.
Whatever. I'll take the job.
Oh, it's quite the who's who of Notcry. I'm sure you will find speaking with them to be a genuine pleasure.
If you say so. I've never done this work before, but I'll do it.
An admirable attitude to take. We have the chance to band together and build our shared homeland into an Elysium.
Yeah, you're right.
Quite a few familiar faces have...
You seem well rested.
I know no one's asked, but I'm sure, well, great, but not perfect. Starting to lose my mind from boredom. Can't drink a drop.
I'm sure you had a sneaky swig or two.
Wait, how'd you find out?
I'm sure you must be missing Mondstadt after all these...
Yeah, you could say that again. Honestly, once things are wrapped up here, I think it'll be time to head back home.
Hey, looks like someone's taking the stage.
Can everyone see okay? Anyone need a boost?
I'll just listen from the back. It's fine.
You're taking this pretty seriously, huh, Durin?
Well, it's not every day that I get the chance to see how people speak in official setting.
Soak it up like a sponge. I'll make sure you get a chance to practice for yourself later down the line.
Mr. Varka, are you forgetting that I'm not a Knight of Favonius?
I can knight you.
Is he joking?
You'll have to figure this one out for yourself.
It is my honor to host the opening ceremony for the League, and to have this opportunity to speak to you all in my capacity as Voynich Guild representative.
Could this person also have been pushed onto the big stage by the real big shots?
We come here today, having weathered the trials and hardships of yesterday, and
All right, here we go.
Come on, get this speech over with already.
Notcry is our home, the land we rely on for survival. And as we chart a course for the future, may we...
Looks like we'll have more opportunities to visit each other going forward.
I'm sure you'll cope, Lady Moonchanter. Unfortunately, I suspect I'll be too busy at the curatorium to act as your host.
It'll be all right. I'll just check your schedule with Yehuda.
You... So giving my employees extra workload isn't enough for you?
I thought you'd approve. Aren't...
That's a bold statement.
Colombina's return has brought joy to all who care about her. As for the Frost Moon Scions, we are learning how to thrive independently. It is up to us to make our home a more livable place.
I like the word try.
You don't see a bright future for the Frost Moon Scions?
I'm just not as optimistic as you. The Frost Moon Scions should count themselves lucky that they have a leader as stubborn and enterprising as you. But Nod Cry's a big place.
Well, that's where you and your methods come in. Unless the Curatorium of Secrets is only here for appearances.
For now, yes.
What would make it worth your while?
Getting out more than I put in.
Then maybe it's worth it.
All right, you can stop now.
You'd be very welcome to join us.
Hey, you two! Congrats on all your hard work!
Nefer was trying to dissuade me from adding to her employees' work.
Sorry, what? Your conversations are always the most interesting. Would you two care to join me for some tea before heading to your next destination? Nicole? Wait, where are you? Sadly not. I'm otherwise occupied right now. If it's any consolation, let me say that how things appear on the surface is a far cry from what they are at their core. Perhaps you'll feel better if you focus on the fact you have a special line of communication. Okay. No. Or... Well, that's not ominous at all. Not for the time being. Just think of this as a general check-in to make sure this communication system is still running smoothly. You could have just said so. Still, the best friendships are built through face-to-face interaction, you know. It's never gonna stop being weird having tea with you when you're not there, and... All right, fair point. Yeah. Any update on that crisis at the world's borders? Alice just informed me that they had their work cut out for them. The disruption caused by this disaster has made Teyvat easier to detect from the outside universe. She plans to wait for things to stabilize. As for me, I agree with Hat Guy's perspective. We have to remain vigilant and ensure that the embers of chaos are not rekindled. I did notice that the energy in Nodcry changed somewhat after the War of Funerary Flame. It looks like I'll have to examine the connections between phenomena I observe. Just doing my duty. Of course. To give you the full picture. Never mind. By the way, you did receive the gifts from the Hexen Circle, yes? They're quite similar to the protective talisman that Alice gave Dory. Oh! So that's what kept our friends safe when Dottore trapped them. Indeed. We went to great lengths to make sure they were invisible to his eyes. I'm so happy they came in handy. Anyway, I'll contact you if anything else crops up. Oh, my angelic instincts are tingling. You should head to the docks next.
We're in for a storm. Nothing was the solar piping hot food.
You're here.
You're here too, Hat Guy!
No. I'm bound for Sumeru, and she for Fontaine. Everything seems fine. Sandrone may have an abominable temper, but she's always been very responsible with important calculations.
You always speak as if you know us inside out, Mr. Hatgod.
Maybe I'm just a good judge of character.
I certainly hope that's all there is to it. Regardless, you have been a significant help in this matter.
I didn't do anything special. Sandrone's the one who completed a seemingly impossible formula and turned the tide of the entire battle.
Even we were unaware that Sandrone had hidden the real formula inside Polonia's body. She managed to fool Dottore into thinking the formula was running in her system.
She probably realized that she didn't have the strength to stop Dottore. She always worked like that.
Well, that's why I'm traveling to Fontaine. She made a request of me long ago, and the time has come to fulfill it. She said that should she ever fail in a mission, she'd like me to deliver her core and Polonia's to the Fontaine Research Institute. She also mentioned that she had made arrangements for people there to set her affairs in order. Some of her personal effects, such as her... However, there is one book among them that I'd like to leave in your care. No, I was specifically warned not to tell her. This is her last wish. I can only hope so. I bade farewell to Colombina earlier today. She spent a long time with Sandrone's body. Sandrone's passing has left a great wound in all of our hearts, but Colombina surprised me. She never used to act like this. After these recent events, the Tsaritsa has revoked the Pale Star Edict. Snezhnaya now realizes that the arrest warrant for Colombina was just a ploy by Dottore. I shall return to Nodcry to see her as soon as I find the time. Colombina Hyposelenia's journey, my ship, is here. Traveler, Paimon, we shall meet again.
What are you still bumming around for? I thought today was the day you'd agreed with her to go find out the truth about your sibling. You're afraid you won't like the truth when you see... Well, this is new.
Don't say that! Wouldn't you be if you were in this situation?
Fair point. But I'd say I have more experience facing up to unpleasant truths than They say blood's thicker than water. No matter what the truth turns out to be, finding the truth is important. At least, that's the life lesson I've learned from my experience. Grappling with the truth. What? Now that Dottore's dead and gone? A little, I guess. Maybe I regret not getting to end his life with my own hands. Either way, I'm going back to Sumeru. Lesser Lord Kusanali is gonna need help dealing with all the chaos Dottore left in his wake. You should continue with your journey, as you've always done.
So, what should we do now? After all, when Colombina said she knew where your ship was hidden, it hasn't been all that long since we were last apart. Ain't no biggie. Paimon's sure you'd prefer to digest the news about your sister in peace. But, no matter what you see, just know you can share it with Paimon. If you can't make sense of something, let's give it some thought together. Feel better now? Alrighty. Next up... Colombina, we're here! Can't quite believe we're meeting out here. We're good.
Well, you're still welcome to go there whenever you want to see me. It's just, now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. The older generation are still timid around me, but things are much better with the children. Hopefully, by the time the next moon prayer night comes around...
You'll do fine, Colombina. Paimon's sure they'll realize you're super nice once they get to know you better.
You really think so?
We were just starting out then, come on!
I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born.
Oh, that's great!
Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Lumine, what happened to our spaceship back then? It's time to learn the truth. Ready as...
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
Where does this lead?
To our shared destination.
Huh?
Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? But while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that my prologue was really hidden in the future, the story of the time before I was born. But when I obtained the Triunar Authority and returned to our present reality...
So you mean...
Yes, your spaceship. All this time, it has been hidden on the Frost Moon, which lay beyond the sky. The great ruler of the
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible with Teyvat. Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon, with no chance to back out.
That would have been kind of mean, you know.
Take me there.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship, no one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the heavenly
Very well. Then let's go.
You two take care, alright?
Rest assured, Paimon. We will. Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon?
Yes. And hoping that it has a happy ending.
Stories like that don't exist, you know.
You don't believe in happy ending?
I don't believe in endings.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Teyvat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey. After I obtained the Triunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky. Oh, and about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Teyvat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition. And then, there's Sandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui. How I wish I could talk to her again, even if only to hear her say nasty things to me. Also, I saw your siblings' story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that she rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, she would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in her eyes.
Lumine.
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now. After this, I'd like to bring some kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time. I remember writing something similar with you on Moon Prayer Night. I believe it was called...
Dotoko's whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together. We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place one could hide it. It'll be all right.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment, I went through it too, on Moon Prayer Night. Solitude for me once meant living a life in which, but that night, solitude meant throwing away the life I had gained after meeting all of you.
Colombina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by doing so. Look, Teyvat is right there. All of our friends are down there, waiting for us.
You're right. Thanks, Colombina.
finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return, I've decided to take more opportunities to see the world with my own eyes. Besides, I've always wondered how Teyvat looks from the moon.
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here just gazing at it. What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time.
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nephra a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen.
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Teyvat. I thought that Lumine and I must have been hibernating in space for centuries on end. But the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Teyvat once before.
Flew over? So you didn't land?
No. The ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing in Nodcry. When Lumine found me, she came from outside the ship. Could this mean that she left the ship long before I did? Maybe even during our first pass over Teyvat.
Are you alright?
Yes, I can feel that the truth is coming together, one small piece at a time. I remember Lumine telling me that when she first arrived in Conria, she could not recall the past, so this might be something that even she doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you. Your mind must be racing, and this seems like the perfect place to relax and clear.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Colombina.
Is that a new outfit?
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Lumine's. She always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't think there's a huge difference.
Really?
Yes. It's still the same you. You're the same person, no matter what clothes you wear.
Only...
Traveler, do you consider Teyvat your home?
Home is... wherever Lumine is. Yes.
Would you change your answer if Teyvat changed appearance?
I don't know. But I don't think so. The truth is not what matters
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, I thought that a home was a transaction, but you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like.
That's because your friendship matters to us.
In the past, but after journeying to the distant past where the story began, now, I am glad that I made that choice.
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's Marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's Marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvagi to Nodcry again, that it may continue to protect my chosen home.
Wait, but what about your body?
Oh, are you worried that I'll disappear again? I won't. Not this time. The Frost Moon has now entered the fall sky, and I am the Trilune Goddess. I am only returning to Nodcry the part of me that it needs. Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you. I trust this will help in your future adventures.
My power. It feels like it's grown. I can use the elements more freely now. Thank you. This will be a great help.
You're welcome. I see you as family, and after everything you've done for me, In fact, no. It's not because I owe you. Here, this flower is for you.
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. You will never see these flowers lose their color again. I'm finally discovering the joy of giving.
Hey, better. What are you thinking about now?
Why don't you take a guess? You get 1 shot.
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. Down in Teyvat, the moon seems so far away, but on the moon, the haze that once enshrouded the skies has finally been dispersed. I don't have a lot of luggage.
Well, what's next?
Next, to start with, I want to stay here just a little long. After that, let's return home and continue our journey.
These clothes bring back so many memories.
The journey goes on, like I said. This is not the end. Most people would probably tell you to pack some warm clothes. In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was passing by on a railway train. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnograd. They give performances quite regularly, and ice cold and sharp. Crystal clear in some ways. That's just the impression that Tsaritsa gives me. In fact, I don't think the people of Snezhnaya even know what kind of power their god Maybe that's because the Tsaritsa herself has never acknowledged nor accepted that power. There's Regrator, the Rooster, and the Jester. Between them, they control a lot of what happens in Snezhnaya. I noticed that the Rooster and Regrator often appeared to get along on the surface, but I wasn't particularly interested, so I tended to keep my distance. Once things settle down in Notcry, I'd like to explore the world beyond Snezhnaya. You've told me so many stories about the other places you've been to, and all the friends you've made there. It would also help me learn more about the journey that has made you into the person you are today. Okay. As you continue on your journey, don't forget to gaze up at the moon once in a while. It shall cast down its true moonlight.
To Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This preamble is such a pain to write. I trust that Dern has updated you all on recent events. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor's evil scheme. As for the Fatui, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave and Marionette. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather in a short wait. How am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in a letter that I'm heading home? Okay, I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in waves. I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds. I think of Mondstadt daily. P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. Whew. And that, as they say, is all she wrote. And with the moon shining down brighter than ever,